Everyone. Now we are going to see the Python Pandas basic functionalities. So we already saw two things. One is introduction and another thing is series and data frame and panel. These are all already we have done the video. So if anyone is new to this video, please see the sequence of the above two sets so that it will be useful for you to understand more better in the sequence way. So now today we are going to see the Python Pandas basic functionalities. So now we are learning about the three pandas data structures and how to create them. We will majorly focus on data frame object because it is more important in the real-time data processing and also discussing the few other data structure. So the serious basic functionalities we are going to see what are the basic functionalities is there is access. Access is written the list of the row of access label, and d type is written the d type of the and empty, that is written the true if the series is empty, and endim is written the number of dimension of the underlying data by defining one. Size number of the written the number of the element in the underlying data, and value written the series of the nd array. Header, that is written the first n row and written the trail n last n row. So these are the functionalities which we are going to use to validate the file or any array. So let's go how to create the series with above tableted attributes operation. Now we are going to see example 1. We already discussed that pandas is run in the top of NumPy. So we are inputting the pandas as well as the NumPy. So we create the series that is random 4, and if you print yes, you can see this index which you are not passing any index, so it's a default index and it's random number it's coming. So now we will see the access. The access reads a list of table of the series. List of table of the serial. So import the pandas as PD and NumPy as NP, and the series is random, the same way what we are saw in the last pro example. But now we are going to pass access, that is s dot access. So now the result you can see the ranger access will start at 0 and stop with 4 and step 1. The above result is compact format of the list of the value, that is from 0 to 5. So 0 to 5 it started with 0 and it's ending with 4. That is why stop with 4. That is first step. Okay. Now we are going to see the empty. Empty, that is written the boolean value of the saying whether the object is empty is not. The true indicate the object is empty. So the same program and we are calling the empty. Yes, it's showing false. If the object empty, false. So if the object is true, indicates the object is empty. Since its object is not empty, so it's showing as false. So now we can see the endim. Endim is nothing but it's a written the number of dimension of the object. By definition, the series is an 1D data structure, so it's written. So we can say the same way, the same program what we have saw early. and you can see the difference of when you're calling the endim. So I'm just showing the difference that if I'm calling very only the s, how it's going to be displayed, and when I'm going the display of s dot endim, what will happen. So when I'm calling print dot endim, I can see 1. It means that it's returning the end the array what endim is present. And next we are going to see size. Size is nothing but it's showing the length of the series. It's going to return the length of the series. So when I'm calling the same size for the same object, it's showing 2 because it's having only the two values, so its length is 2. Then next we are going to see values. So values, it's nothing but the actually the return the actual data in the series as array. So as I told, we need to import pandas and also the numpy and creating the series with 4 random number. So s equal to pd series n dot random dot n random 4. I'm printing s and I'm calling the what is the actual data series is. So here I can call the s dot values. So when I'm calling this, I can able to see the exact value. What is that? What are the values is there for the series? So this is how we are going. How we are understand that. Okay, the value it's going to be used. And now we are going to see the tail and head. To view the same sample of the series or data frame object, use the head and the trailer method. Head return the first n row, observe the index value, and the default number of the element to the display is first, but you may pass a custom number. So I'm going to use the pandas. I'm importing the pandas and importing the numpy, and here is mentioned that create a series with 4 random number. So I'm creating the series that s equal to pd dot series of np dot random dot rand n, and it's print yes. And now we am going to see the first 2 rows of the values, that is header of 2. So only this 2 value need to come. Yeah, it's displaying only the 2 values. So this is how the header is going to work, and the tailor is written the last row of above index. The default value of the element to be display the 5, but you may pass the custom number. So when you pass a custom number, you can able to see I need that trailer of 2. It means that the trailer only the 2 files I need to display. So it's coming. The output is yes. So it is a customized actually. It's a customized value we are passing. So we can get the customized value. So now we are going to see the data frame data basic functionalities. That is still now we have saw the pandas basic functionalities, and then I already told that data frame is a mostly are using for in pandas. So we want to know a lot about the data frame basic things actually. If we are strong in data frame, yes, that is more than enough to do the analytics. Okay, let us understand that what is data frame basic language. This follow the tables list down an important of attributes and method that helps in data frame basic functionalities. So the below attributes are used to it's an important attributes which is used for data frame basic functionalities. The T transpose the row and column. You know what is meant by transpose. If some series is coming under column and row means we are transpose, that is 2 into 3, 2 into 3, that is 2 row and 2 columns and 6 uh, row means it will be interchange. So 6 column and 2 rows like that. 6 row and 2 columns, like that it will come. That is a transpose. And what is meant by access? They return the list with a row access label and column label access as only the members. So the access is nothing but it's written the list with row value and row access value and column access labels. So another is D type. It's written the D type, that is data type of this object. Any object, any data type is required, yeah, it will return. And empty, the true, if the nd frame is, that is data frame, is entirely empty, no items, if any of the axis or length is 0. And ending, number of axes or array dimension. So in shape, it's nothing but written the triple tuple represents the dimension of the data frame, that is tuple. Tuple is it's a content of array. Okay. And size, number of element in the nd frames. So now let's we see how to create data frame and see how above mentioned attributes is operated. Example 1, we are imported panda and we have imported numpy and we have created a series. Now we are going to create, we we create the directory of the series and we create the data frame. In this data frame, now I'm going to call our data series. How is our data series is age, name and rate. So index is there. Now I'm going to use T, transpose. Transpose means it's the column and row will interchange. For the same program, the creating the dictionary of series and create a data frame, and I'm just transpose the data series. So print df.t, the transpose of the data series is transposed to column into column or become the row and the row or become column. This is how the transpose is it will happen. Now we are going to see axis. Axis is nothing but it's a written the list of row axis label and column axis label. So it will written the label of the axis, row axis and column axis. So I'm creating the directory of the series. I'm creating the data frame. In this data frame, I calling the data frame. So data frame is called the print row axis label and the column axis label, or I'm calling the axis. So the starting is 0 and stop with 7 and step is 1, and the index is age, name and rate, and the data type is object. So the axis information you can able to see now. Now we are going to see D type. What is D type? We already discussed about the D type. D type is nothing but it's a data type of each column. So that example what we are going to see is input the pandas as PD, input the numpy as NP, and create a directory of series. I am created the directory of series, the name, age and rating, and I created the create a data frame. So while creating the data frame and I'm calling that type of the data type. It means that the D type, when you call the D type, D type will be display the data type for the each and every columns actually. For example, age. See, age is int 64 and name object and rating is float 64 and D type is object. So we can see all the data type. Now we are going to see the empty. That is empty is nothing but return the boolean value saying whether the object is empty or not. The true indicates that empty object is empty. So if there is a data type we are calling the empty, it will tell you that if the data type is empty or not. If it's empty, yeah, it will indicate as true. If it's indicate false, then you need to understand that data frame it's not a empty. So we'll see the example on that. Input pandas as PD and numpy as NP and create a direct dictionary of series. We have created name, age and rating, and I'm creating the data frame, and the data frame it's I'm calling the data frame of D, and this is an empty object. I'm just calling the empty, so it is telling that no, it's false. So you can understand that it is not an empty, and since if it's showing the false, that data frame it's not a empty. Now we are going to see next one, endim. Return the number of dimension of object. By definition, data frame is 2D object. Yeah, data frame is a two-dimension object. So we need to see what is the dim. Dim means number of the dimension of the object. So I'm importing the pandas and I'm import the numpy and I'm creating the create dictionary of series name, age and rating. So the dictionary of the series we have created. Now we can go down and we can see that object is our object is and df, and then we are calling endim. Endim it show how many dimension actually. Basically we know the data frame it's two dimension, so the same thing we can see here. So two dimension. Next is shape. Shape, already we have seen what is shape. Shape is a tuple representing the dimensionary of the data frame. The tuple A and B were represent the number of the row and B is represent the number of columns. Yes, the A will be the row and B will be the column. So we have the program of numbers represent the number of columns. Import numpy as MP and create the directory of the series. Now we have created the series, and if you go down, you can see the data frame we already created, and we are calling the data frame that is df, and we are calling the df dot shape. Here you can see the whole array, that is age, name and rating, and you can see that is 7 row and 3 column. So the shape will be written as 7 comma 3. So this is how the shape is working. Now we can see the size. Return the size, the number of the element in the data frame. Yeah, we're going to see input the pandas as PD and numpy as NP, and we created the dictionary of the series, and we are creating the data frame, and we are calling that data frame as well as the size, so that it has to tell the size of the data frame. So 21 is nothing but 3 into 7, that is 7 row and 3 columns. So if you multiply that, you can know the size, that is 21. And another attribute we are going to see is value. Returns the actual data in the data frame as a ND array. So input the pandas as PD and numpy as npy and create the dictionary and creating the data frame. Here we are calling df as well as dot value. So when you're calling the value, you can see only the values. You can't able to see the index. That is a functionality of values. And now we can see the head and trail. So head and trail, you know that head will be the first of the array or first of the data frame, and tail will be the last of the data frame. So head return the first n number, observe the index of the value, and default number of the events will be displayed first, but by passing the customed number. So now we can see the input the pandas as PD and numpy as NP, and we're creating the dictionary of series. In this dictionary of series, and we are creating the data frame. So data frame it's created, and we are calling the data frame, as well as we are doing df is a data frame. So next we are need to call the head. So when I'm going to the sorry I'm calling the head of 2. It means the first two it will be displayed. The same way I'm calling trail also. The tail will be the last two. So we have input the pandas, we have input the numpy, and we create the data series, and we get the data frame, and I'm calling trail 2. So in trail 2 I can see only the last two values. It will pick according to the index. So this is how the data frame is working, the basic functionality of the data frame. So I hope that everyone is understand this video. Just go through this video and try to practice. It will be very helpful for you to learn more, and this is not all, it's basic, so that you can able to go dig in second level of that. What we need to do further on this, we will go one by step. So if anyone was watching this video newly, I recommend you please watch in sequence, so that it will be very helpful for us. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. We will meet in another video. Have a good day. Bye.